double deja-vu, double unboxing. Hello again everybody, welcome back to another video, and this time we've got a double unboxing and both for the second time. That sounds a bit weird, but I'm sure you'll understand after I've explained it all. Regular viewers to my channel may have noticed that my Talis and my Dylan, they haven't been actually on the video for quite a while, and there's a reason for that, and that's all to do with what's happened to them in the box here. So what we'll do, we'll start with the Talis and then we'll get on to the Dylan, and let's crack on. So here we are with Talis then. Let's take him out the box. So there he is. Get the box out of the way, and the keen-eyed may have already spotted what's going on. So let's take a closer look. So here's the locomotive on a section of track. We can really take a good look at it, and obviously the locomotive has actually been away for some cosmetic changes. And as with most of my locomotive, that work's been done by Local Works, Tom Beattie. So I'll just give a quick explanation of what's going on. Just for reference, I'll just put a picture up of how the locomotive looked when I first got it, and then you'll be able to appreciate the changes a lot more, I think. So let's crack on. Let's start with the base colour. The base colour was that Roundhouse dark blue, a standard colour. And the locomotive is actually named Michael, and that's after my son. And that Roundhouse colour was the nearest one they had to navy blue. And that's significant because my son, he is an officer in the Dutch Royal Navy. So moving on, so what have we got? The panels. The pattern of the paneling is inspired by the paneling of the current Talis, the real one, the prototype, but it's slightly different, I think. So on the main panels, you've got an inner panel which is a double cream lining with a black center between the two cream lines, and then on the outside of the panel there is a light grey single line with a black border on the outside of that, and that pattern continues around the cab. Let me see if I can turn the locomotive around so you can see the back. Goes right the way around the tender, up here and around the tender, and obviously turn it round again and you'll see it on the other side. There we go. Just a single paneling lining on the very small bits of the cab there by the windows on the side, and also at the front. Let me see if I can get this so you can see it the way you can see it there, but at the front as well, paneling there. And I don't know whether you saw that on the back of the cab, single line going around there. So quite, for me, this is I think the most intricate lining I've got on my locomotives, and I am very well pleased with it. So in addition to the paneling, the inside of the locomotive has actually been painted cream, and we'll do a close-up of that. So there we can see the inside of the cab that's been painted cream. Just move it round, so hopefully you can see the rest of it as well. There's the back there. So I'm very pleased with the locomotive, well pleased. So there we have my Talis with its special livery, named Michael, after my son. So let's crack on now with the Dylan. So here we have the box with the Dylan. Let's take the Dylan out, if we can. So there we have the Dylan. Let's take a closer look. So let's take a closer look at the Dylan. The base colour, as it came from Roundhouse, was a War Department grey, and this is a limited edition Dylan, if you remember. It's one of 100 locomotives made. The lining that I chose, or the lining scheme that I chose for this one, was a two-tone grey. I wanted a darker grey to bring out the War Department grey, and Local Works have managed to do that. If you look here, it's a much simpler lining than on the Talis, and we've just got a single cream line around all the panelling, and then it's edged with a darker grey. So we've got the water tank on top, on the front of the water tank. Just let me turn that round. You can see it there, the front of the water tank. Even obviously the side tanks here, underneath the cab sections, they've all been lined. At the back, let's turn it round so you can see that as well. Again, all panelling has been highlighted with the single cream line and the darker grey border. Even if you look closely, the front of the cab has also been lined out as well. The interior, just remove the roof and bring it round so you can see. The cab front has also been given the cream paintwork. However, there's other things that have been done to this locomotive besides paintwork, and we'll have a look at that now. Okay, what we'll do, we'll start at the top and work our way down. Let's start with the water tank filler. If I bring up a photo of how the locomotive was delivered from the factory, you'll see quite a simple water filler is how Roundhouse supply it. But Local Works have a really nice looking brass replacement filler with rivet details and such like. So that has also been added, and it's been painted in the colour of the border, so the darker grey. In addition to that, the handrails, that as they come from Roundhouse, are brass. They've been painted in the War Department grey. So that, in my opinion, that just finishes the tank off nicely. Okay, next up I'd like to bring your attention to the cylinder covers here. If I show you the original cylinder covers, how can we do that? If you put them next to it like that, don't know whether you can see that, but these new cylinder covers are much finer, they've got much finer detail, they show much more of the fastener detailing, and at the front there's some additional detailing here from the valve rod cover at the end. Now these come from a company called DJB Engineering, and especially for the Dylan, these particular ones, I think they're a great enhancement to the locomotive. So let's move on to the last modification. So the last modification is the addition of cap steps. If I just pop up a photo again of the original Dylan, how it came from the factory, you'll see that there was no steps on the locomotive as delivered. But Tom managed to make a set of steps for me. I think that finished the locomotive off really well. So there we have it then, Dylan. Oh, and if you're wondering, Kaylee is my daughter, and she is most certainly a special edition. There is no other like her, and I don't actually think there's going to be another Dylan like this one. Special colour for a special lady, and we'll just give it a twirl slowly so you can have a look round. So there they are, two now complete additions to my loco shed. If you're following my YouTube channel, you'll probably be seeing more of these, because these two have not been fully run in as far as I'm concerned. The Talis has maybe run 4 or 5 times, if I can remember, and the Dylan twice. So even though they are sort of running at the factory for 6 hours, the chassis and so on, my experience with these Roundhouse locomotives, live steam locomotives, is that they don't really get well bedded in and until at least until they've been run at least 20 times. If you keep watching the channel, you'll be seeing these running quite a bit in the near future. So just to finish off this short video, I'd just like to mention I have no affiliation with Loco Works, Tom Beattie and his son Thomas at all. I'm just a satisfied customer, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and perhaps see you next time. Bye bye.